The more you create content online for people to enjoy, whether by being an artist on Twitter, posting about your daily life on Instagram, or even making videos for YouTube, you'll start to develop your online persona and even a mindset as you traverse the dangerous waters of social media. Though adopting certain mindsets is actually pretty toxic the more you let it fester and develop. And today, we'll be taking a look at some of the top 10 toxic mindset in the online space that I see sometimes. So let's not waste any more time and get right on into it. Number 1. Too good to improve. This mindset is pretty straightforward. You either think you're too good at what you do to improve, or you think you don't need to improve at all. What makes this a pretty toxic mindset to have is that you're constantly improving all the time. Whether it's that you brush your teeth a little better, or you completely switch up on how you handle a situation and you turn out to handle it very well. I can certainly tell you there's always room for improvement, and I'm constantly making changes with each new video or art piece I make. Essentially, we are always improving, and if you don't want to feel like you're doing the same thing over and over with your art and videos, it's best if you start to take a look at your previous works and see what you could do better to improve it. Number 2. Clout Chaser. These are the people I don't really want to give them this much attention, but the Clout Chaser mentality. These people will usually say and do anything that gets people to talk about them, most of the stuff being negative and just really bad to say the least. Once they have some form of attention, they tend to just keep going for more and more attention. Truly sick people sometimes. And if you develop this mentality, then you really have to correct it, because it could lead to disastrous, long-lasting consequences to your image and possibly others. Number 3. All press is good press. Now, this kind of takes off from the Clout Chaser mentality. Once you hit rock bottom, the only thing left to do is start digging. This mentality can be summed up to, it doesn't matter if they hate you, as long as they all know your name. Once these people finally make a take that gets people talking about them, they are soon shocked to find out that everyone is just hating on them, understandably so. But they then decide to just double down that they're right and just say some horrid stuff that doesn't help their case at all. This usually develops into the Villian Arc mentality. Number 4. Villian Arc. The Villian Arc. Don't you love to see it? These people just really don't know when to quit. They still believe they're right even after proven wrong or after their horrid takes at that fact. They seem to call anyone who opposes them either a hater or a troll and really just can't read the room sometimes. You either feel like you're the misunderstood hero or the villain of every story. Basically, if your bad take leads you down this path, then there's no saving grace. Chances are, you already made up your mind and you're gonna play this part hard. Number 5. The Bandwagon. Pretty straightforward. These dudes just want to hop on a trend or what's popular to discuss at the time for the sake of getting the sweet clicks and views. Which is wrong. Most of these videos are what other people have already stated or just don't provide that good information or perspective. It's very surface level stuff. Now, it's not wrong to hop on and discuss a topic that's popular, but it is wrong if you're doing it just to go viral and for views. Views aren't everything. And if you're not going to add any flavor into a video besides a basic commentary, then you're better off not hopping on a bandwagon. I did that for the furry fandom is paid to win debacle, and I'm not proud of that video after looking back on it, because it doesn't really provide the advice or coverage that I wanted. I did it for the sake of views. Don't make the mistake of not knowing what you're getting into and hopping on a bandwagon. Then switch up your mentality to get on board to another bandwagon. We see it, it's kinda cringe, be better. Number 6. The over it's. Now, the over it mentality can be summed up as easily as you either love me or you don't. Piss off type of mindset. Now, it's not bad to be a bad guy. You're allowed to be, what's the word? You can be a dick on the internet if you want to. I don't really care, and it's not illegal. But what makes this a pretty toxic mentality is when it starts to become something you're known for. Like, if you don't like my content, then that's fine, I don't care. But I'm not going to tell you guys to buzz off, and I feel like that's the mistake that people make in this category. Like, the block button exists for a reason, but you're going to argue with someone and end the argument like, I said what I said and you can just screw off. Like, it's unnecessary. Like, we don't already have enough meanies online. If you don't tolerate something, then dope. That's fine, but don't be overly rude about it. Because sometimes you may say screw you to the wrong person, and next thing you know, you're gonna get dunked on for it. It's simple math, really. Treat others the way you want to be treated. but I'm not your mom. I don't really care. In fact, this mentality is probably one of the least toxic ones in my opinion, mostly because it's not really a mindset, but more so a personality that everyone will develop with enough time in this hellscape of the digital world. Number 7, the drama queens. Now, these people just need to touch grass. Every drama that comes up, they need to talk about it. Doesn't matter how petty or small it is. If there's drama, they're either always commenting about it or they're constantly in it. Again, the drama they're in isn't illegal, but just petty and kinda don't need to be said, really. Like, yes, people make bad takes all the time, and sometimes it's directed towards you. Don't sweat, keep making videos after videos and tweets after tweets about it, you know? Like, I either give my 2 cents on videos for drama that I feel passionate enough to make. The same thing can be said for tweets. And or when I'm in a group chat, I tend to voice my opinions. Other than that, I don't voice it constantly on Twitter or just be like, if you don't agree with my opinion, then you're a insert baseless accusation here. Like, people can have other beliefs. It's really annoying seeing the same old person bringing up the same old drama about every detail of their life into the spotlight. Like, you're just not that guy, man. Number 8, content above everything else. I've fallen into this category numerous times, and that's when you put videos or art or whatever above anything else. It's good to focus on your content and put everything you got into it. But if you keep focusing and just keeping doing the content, then you're not only going to burn yourself out, but you're going to begin to forget to take care of yourself. Take it from me. I put my videos first and I begin to forget homework I need to do for school. I forget to talk to friends and just leave them on red half the time. And sometimes the videos aren't the best quality you can do. Just know that there's always the next thing to draw, the next picture to post, the next video to make. There's never a time where you can rest, as there's always something new to do. So, take care of yourself and step back once in a while to just fully relax and make the next best thing that more amazing. Number 9, stick to what you're good at. So, you heard this saying before, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. And it holds true. If your content is good and keeps getting clicks, then you don't need to change a thing. But eventually, you just have to just try something new. You can only do the same thing for a while before people get bored and move on. It's just a part of life, really. Though sometimes you feel like you're not good enough to try something new. Or that people will only know you because of the content that you got views from. And let me just say, with this mindset, you're going to feel greatly restricted because you have to follow a certain formula, which is not true at all. You have to expand on your content and take a leap of faith and try something different, something that makes you feel excited and you want to put out, not just doing the same thing you've done all the time. And that leads into the final toxic mindset of the day, number 10. Numbers are everything. Regardless of whatever social platform you're using, this is by far the most important one to remember. Numbers aren't everything. Followers, views, subscribers, all of that doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, if you focus too much on numbers, you'll start to not only determine your worth, but do whatever you can to get those numbers. And that's a very dangerous game to play. It can harm people and yourself. If you focus too much on how to be popular with gaining the most amount of numbers, it won't matter in the slightest, because people don't come to see your content because you're popular. They want to see your content because of you, your personality, and what you have to bring to the table. So next time, don't do something for clicks, and do something that you love to do regardless of whatever numbers it's gonna get. And with that, hopefully you guys gain a better insight on how some mindsets can not only be harmful to you, but also to others given enough time. But do you guys have any other toxic mindsets that I didn't cover? Do you relate to any of these mindsets? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep life lovely, and this is Novely, logging off.